Hey flowers, it's your girl Reese LaFleur and I'm back with another video. What's up, how you doing, boo, what up, boo? Okay. Alright you guys, so this is going to be a quick little tutorial about how I shop on AliExpress. So this is another baddie on the budget, kind of like the last video I did about the clothes, about the best places to buy your clothes. I'll actually link that in the cards, but this is going to be about how I go ahead and start buying and what I do on AliExpress in order to order some hair to help you guys out so that you can get your cheapest amount of hair before good enough quality where it's like, you know, because you do get what you pay for, but this is like a good enough quality where it will last you, especially if you're someone like me and you always change your hair around, where it's like 1 week you want to wear this hair, 1 week you want to wear that hair. This is for that girl, not for the girl who want to wear the same hair for a whole year. That's a different story. I wouldn't recommend you do that with some of these brands. Some of them, yes, you can. Some of them, you cannot. So, if you want to see how I shop through AliExpress to find those cheaper hairs and stuff like that, make sure you continue to watch. Before we get into it, I want you to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications at any time that I upload a video. You are notified. Go ahead and thumbs up this video, comment down below, and share this video with your friend Pooh. Let's get into it. Okay, you guys, I'm just gonna scoot over a little bit because I'm gonna make sure that the screen record is on this side right here. So I'm just gonna grab my phone. Now what you're gonna do is, this is the first tip. When you're shopping on AliExpress, in case you didn't know, AliExpress on the app is actually cheaper than it is on the website on the computer. So you want to download the AliExpress app. So you're just gonna go ahead and go to that app. So you're gonna go ahead and you're just gonna go ahead and go in that app. And then they'll always have sales and stuff like that. I would recommend you make a account with them just so that anytime you want to do something with vendors or anything like that, you can do so. Or if you want to, one of the main reasons is like, okay, let's say I have hair that I really like. I will save that vendor and follow that vendor's store. And that way I won't have to worry about, basically I won't have to worry about trying to find that same hair that I did like before. Alright, so what I do is I type in whatever I'm looking for. So let's say we're going to be looking for some long straight hair. So I would type in straight. I don't even specify the hair type. So straight hair bundles, and then things are going to pop up. So I usually just click with frontal. Alright, and then a lot of things are going to pop up. Like some vendors that pop up first, those are usually the best vendors. And to be quite honest, I usually go look at the first few, and then, you know, you can look at other things as well. So if you look at this list, you'll see the best matches, and that's because of what it says on the listing that they put. So I see hair, which is really good hair, which I do like, pops up a lot. So if I see that and I see that name, I would click that. So I'm going to click, I see here, I just saw this one down here. I'm going to click this one just for fun. So what the next thing I do is I look at the amount that is going to be, I look at the amount to tell what my budget is. So let's say I have a budget of $150, but I want to make sure, but I want, like, let's say 24 inches. Of course that budget can move around a little bit, but let's say in my head I'm like, y'all only got 150, but I do want some long hair just for a quick little 3 weeks real quick and keep using it over and over. So I would look at this, and then I would say, all right, look, the limit is $63.50 to $160. So I know the most I could spend is $167 on this hair. So that's going to make me, all right, let me look at it. So then the next thing I look at is the order numbers, and then the reviews, and then the likes. So I look at all of those things. So I look at those things right there, and that'll tell me right there if this is even worth it. So now, before I even look at the reviews, I go in and I go and price what I want. Now this is only a closure because I put closure, but they do have a frontal. But my thing with this is that, like, this is not something I would normally pick up for purposes, like I will, because I will prefer 4 bundles with the frontal for what the amount I said. But you know that this is the highest. The frontal is 20 inches, and you got a 24, a 22, and a 26, right? If you click that, and then you put, I always put free part, you know that that's going to be one of the highest amounts because that's the highest bundles right there. So just for this bundles, you see it's only $166. Granted, you're $16 over your budget, but That's better than paying $300 for these bundles. You get what I'm saying? It's still like almost half $300. So that's something I'll do right there. Okay. So then what you're going to do is we're going to go back in and then we're going to read all the comments. Like, okay, this is alarming. You see this? It says scammers beware. Now, I'm familiar with Icy Hair, so I don't necessarily agree. They probably had a bad experience. But when you see stuff like that, you don't want to see too many of those because sometimes people will have a bad experience. Sometimes people will not. So you don't want to go in and just like ignore those kind of things. If you see too many of them say that, it's not a good look. Okay. So look, I'm looking at the responses. I'm looking at everybody. I'm looking also at the dates. Like I want to make sure that the dates are like recent dates. You don't want to have it where it's like nobody's buying it. You understand? Because that is also a red flag. So then we're gonna go to the reviews. I always look at the hair and the pictures. And then if you notice on AliExpress, I forgot y'all can see. On AliExpress, it says you can, if it's a review with a picture, the photo will show, if you're going through the pictures, the review will show up with that photo. So it just makes it easier. So you can see the photo, see what they did. This person bleached their hair. And it looks pretty good. Like from just the pictures, this looks okay. This is the same girl. It doesn't look too bad. This is someone else. She's showing how the hair arrived. Someone else colored this hair. So for me, I'm like, okay, people are coloring this hair. People are not complaining. People are not upset about it. People are not, you know what I'm saying? People are not, you know, basically like complaining about the hair as much. And they're showing like, you know, good pictures of it and good hair of it. And this hair is actually, I might add this to the cart for real. Wait a minute. This is some pretty hair. And I like to make sure it's random, regular girls. You know what I'm saying? Like you just keep scrolling through. And that's what I do when I'm trying to figure out some hair. So let's go to a different vendor. Let's do this one. This is another person that I have in my cart. So this is a 13 by 6. And you see that the price is $71 to $243. So if your budget is $150 and you want something like 100, if you want 24 inches for $150, this might not be where you want to go because this is above your budget. And you know that based on the amount of where it starts, where the amount starts as the lowest to where the amount goes to the highest. I hope that makes sense. So when you're looking at this, this wouldn't be one that you would choose unless your budget is maybe $200 and you'd be like, all right, cool, I'll still go with this one. So okay, a lot of them are sold out, which honestly that's annoying, but that is actually a good thing in a sense. It could be a bad thing because that means they don't got no products, but it also could be a good thing because that means that people are buying. So you can see like you can get, but if you go, because they go up to 30 inches, so it looks like that's where you get the 243. So you could probably get that 24 inch for that 150. You add 150.65. So I feel like that's not bad. So then we're gonna keep looking, and this is literally what I do, and I do this back and forth, and you have to be patient because I'm gonna be honest, I do this for a long time. It might take me days to choose the hair because you want to make sure that you're like doing your research, and you know we doing stuff, we working and stuff like that. We don't got time to just be on AliExpress, and I just do this over and over and just look at it. Like, so before I even click, if I see that this one says $55.49, you can see this one Bo Diva hair, I'm gonna click that because it's a low amount to start off, which means that most of the bundles is probably cheaper because I'm on a budget. Look, $55 to $212, that's not bad. So let's look at the link. Let's look at the lengths. Oh, and they go all the way up to a 30. So that means that what I would have wanted is, all right, we said 24 inches. So that's 3 bundles of 24 inch. I'm going to just pick United States. That's only $139. Right there, you're under budget. So, all right, you're under budget. Let's say that's what you want. So then you're going to go ahead and then you're going to read. All right, so you got 4,330 likes. That's good. 4.8 good. That's good. And then 605 orders. That's pretty good too. So then you look at the reviews. She has 184 customer reviews. That's not bad. And then I start looking at the pictures. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? You look at it and you're like, okay, fine. And this is a 13 by 6 frontal. So this is when you know, oh, this is pretty. So this is when you know, like, okay, I could do this hair. So then you add it to your cart. Honestly, I do that over and over. You could do that with any type of hair that you want, whatever your budget is. That's what you do. Honestly, like, I hope that makes sense for what I'm saying, because, like, to be quite honest, when you go on AliExpress, like I always say, like, shopping on AliExpress or even shopping with this hair is always a risk. So you want to make sure that you know that you're getting your money's worth, even though you're only willing to spend $150 or $200 or whatever. You still want to get your money's worth, because let's say you only wear this hair for a month. You want to make sure that this hair is at least going to last you that month that you want to wear it. Again, if you're like me, you could make a wig stretch a year, because this wig I'm wearing right now, I'm in the house. I've only worn it maybe 3-4 days in the house, just trying to look cute for y'all on Instagram. But when you think about it, I'm gonna take this off and put on a different wig. So my wigs stretch out like that. So if you're like me and you know that a 24-inch wig, you're not gonna wear it for the whole year back to back to back, you understand what I'm saying? You want to make sure that it's just be able to color. You want to make sure that the bleach is gonna take, and you just want to make sure that it's gonna look nice for the amount of time that you need it. And then you can store your wig and then open your next one. So that's really what I do, because in order to keep up with just how I am and just what I am, this is the best way for me to do so. But if I buy some bundles, depending on what they are, like my 30-inch, when I told you I splurged for that, that's different. That's gonna last me years on years. I already told y'all, because that's a splurge. So I think that it's important to just know that if you're gonna hop on AliExpress and buy some hair, just know that regardless is a risk. That's why I take my time before I place my order, because to be quite honest, even though I had an issue even with this hair, with them trying to send me the wrong frontal, this hair is very pretty, it's very nice, the curl stayed, it's very, I mean, it bounced back with just some water. There is no product in this hair right now, just water and a dream. So I think that I'm really good at this, so I always look at those aspects. Recap, you want to make sure that the price range is lower if you're on a certain budget and you want to have the cheaper bundles from AliExpress. You want to make sure the price is lower, so you want to make sure it starts at around like a 50, 55, 60. You want to make sure it starts around there, because then you know that going up towards your length is going to be a little bit on the cheaper side, right? Then you want to make sure you look at the amount of orders that they've had, the reviews, and the stars. So you want to make sure that you're looking at each thing on that, and then how many people liked that item. And then if you like the hair, when you get it, follow that store so that you can have it. But when you want to buy some new hair from them, you're like, oh, I'll definitely order from them again. Follow the store. That's why I say open up an AliExpress account if that's something that you want to do, just to make sure that you're not going to lose this hair, you're not going to lose these bundles, okay? So that is pretty much it. This was a quick video. I hope this helped you guys a little bit. I hope I explained it well. I'm kind of like not that great at explaining like what I'm doing, but like I know what I'm doing. So I hope me looking like scrolling through it did help y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to join that flower gang by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel, boo. Alright, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.